Hello, world. I'm just here today pondering, and welcome to Queen Talk. Today, I want to speak about accountability. Accountability that we women need to have. We women seem to not take accountability at times, and I'm not talking to about all women, um, just some of us out here do not take accountability, and that is who I'm speaking to. But for the rest of you who do take accountability, I applaud you. But I'm speaking to those that have a problem taking accountability. So that's the topic today. And we women sometimes feel as though we are not toxic in a relationship. And the message here is that we are toxic in a relationship. We have many toxic ways in a relationship. Some women use their instant crying to get their way. Some women use their vajayjays to try to get what they want, manipulated. Some women can be verbally abusive. Some women can be physically abusive. Some women, we could do anything a man can do, a woman can do. If that's if we're gonna use that or say that about, oh, we women can do everything. You're right, we can, and we do. In a relationship, we're very toxic. We can be very toxic. There are ways that we can be very toxic that we're not aware about, and I just wanted to highlight that and make that something that we need to talk about. I'm actually making this video because being an avid Kevin Samuels listener and an avid Six Goddess listener, and also I listen to MTR, I listen to the Queen, Mrs. Ali, I listen to many different people, and we black women, we are out of order. And what happened to Lizzo actually is why I felt like, oh no, this has to stop. Accountability. Before I get into Lizzo, I'm gonna just keep on with what I'm starting with with my main point. But I feel that in a relationship, we when it all comes to an end, we are quick to say that a man did this and that. It's a man's fault. He did this, he did that, and it's in some cases it might be true, but we always have to. We both did something. Two people were in that relationship, and somehow we might have miscommunicated, been verbally abusive without knowing it, been very manipulative without knowing it, probably not listening to what our partner was saying to us. We were not listening because we thought, hey, we could change them, we could get what we want, I'm the prize, and not listening to what the man actually wants. And we thought we could change him by giving up the cooch, doing X, Y, and Z without listening. It's quick to point a finger, but we have to remember, once you point a finger, 3, 4 is pointing back at you. So everything begins with self. It begins with self, because we have to hold ourselves accountable about the actions that we took, or lack thereof. I can say in my last relationship with my ex-husband, which we got 2 kids out of that. I'm grateful for that. I wish that it would have lasted longer, because I'm not going to stay here and say, oh, I could do it all by myself. I'm struggling. I am struggling. It's not easy. I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong. Kids need their father. They need their mother and their father in the same home. Point blank. We need a man. We women need a man. A man is not just good for his dingling or his money, but just their presence alone. Kids act so much different with a man, a man around than just their mom around. It's a different, the switch up is real. I could see the switch up in my kids when their father comes around or tells them to do certain things. It's a switch up. It's just a constant reminder that we need men. I'm not gonna be shy to say I'm a pick-Misha. I am a pick-Misha. I'm a proud pick-Misha. I need a man, and I'm proud to say that. Some of us, we black women, we are high. We are high on saying we don't need no man. We could do bad all by ourselves. Who runs the world? The person who even sang that song got a man at home. So we do need a man. We're strong, but we're not that strong. We're stronger with a man. We're stronger with a man. It's important. It's important. It's good for the kids. Sadly, my ex-husband and I could not keep our relationship going due to addiction and due to my part in not keeping my vows as well. But this is why I'm taking accountability. I didn't keep my vows with through sickness and through health, because I believe the sickness was more than we could bear. Alcoholism is one hell of a drug, and not being prepared and not knowing my role and not listening to my man in the intro of our relationship, not listening to him and thinking that I could fix him, I could change him with due time. My fault. My decision. My thought process. Wrong. Wrong. Don't do it, sis. Listen to them. Listen to them in the intro. Listen. Please save yourselves and listen to that man. Because what he's saying, he means. He knows what he's saying. Listen. We don't have any magic powers to change anybody but ourselves. Excuse me. That's why we have to look within ourselves and take accountability for our actions. When it comes to this whole Lizzo situation and people want to feel sorry for Lizzo, you have to look at Lizzo's actions. Lizzo has been loud. She's been aggressively sexual. She has been showing her rear behind to the public to see. She has been harassing these men in their inboxes. She has been very aggressive, and if a man does that in reverse, we will have something to say, women. We will have something to say. Have you seen Lizzo hit up a man her size? Have you seen her inbox a man her size, though? Have you seen her going haywire for a man her size? No, you haven't. You've seen her go for men who are chiseled, been on their health process, been healthy, respectable men. But has Lizzo carried herself in that way? Mind you, yes, she's talented. I'm not going to take that away from her. But imagery is important. She's a black woman. Imagery is important. We want to call ourselves queen, goddesses, Mother Earth. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. We have a duty to ourselves, to our black people, to the African nation, to society, to uphold ourselves as women of respectability. We can't go out here half dressed, naked, twerking every second, damn near naked every second, doing all these things thinking that we're not going to get a backlash from that. People observe us. We have a duty to uphold, to show ourselves better, not wearing bonnets outside, cursing our men, talking down on our black men. We have to hold ourselves accountable for how we act out here in these streets, because it's visual. It's important. Social media is visual. What we put out there is what people see as us. We have to be quite mindful. It's 2021. We got to reel it back, black women. We have to reel it back, because right now, what our visual is out here on social media, it's not looking too great. We are hypersexualizing ourselves. Every video is an ass pic. We're half naked. We're twerking. We're cursing. We're drinking like men. We're smoking like men. We have to reel it back. I'm talking because I was once that person. I was once that drinking person. I used to smoke as well. Reel it back. Our imagery is important out here. How we look to others is important, because that's what we put out. That's what we put out. Where have you seen Taylor Swift twerking? Or all these other white artists twerking? You don't see them twerking. You don't see them being loud, being aggressive to their men. But when it comes to black women, hypersexualized, twerking, doing all these things that are not good for the visual. We need to hold ourselves accountable for what we put out there for society. We are queens. We are queens. How are we representing our black men out here? We are queens out here. Let's hold our crown better. Let's hold ourselves better. They can't tell us anything. We don't want to hear anybody tell us anything, because, we could do it by... Nobody can tell us nothing. They not our daddies. They da-da-da-da. That's not the way to live. That's not the way to grow a culture. That's not the way to grow children. We have to listen. We have to take accountability for how we act out here in this social media world. What we see, what people see of us is how they treat us. And sorry, these rappers and reality TV people are not doing it for us. They're not doing it for us. We all can have small waist, big booty. We all cannot look like that. We have to be our healthy weights. Going back to Lizzo, she has to come down to her healthy weight. We cannot be out here bigger than our men. Back then in the 90s, all our women were, we had small women. Black women, we had small women representative. Healthy weights. I'm not saying be anorexic. Healthy weight for your heights. Healthy weights. We have to take care of ourselves. And Lizzo has to take care of herself. High blood pressure is the one thing taking we black women out, black people out here. We have to watch what we input in our bodies, taking accountability for what we eat, taking accountability for what we drink, for what we wear, for what we say, for how we treat people, and especially how we treat our black men and kids. We have to take accountability. It's very, very important. I am part of the silent few that just have been watching things and not saying anything. I am saying this for the generation behind me, because I am probably 10 years your elder. I have to actually take accountability that yes, I am older. I am not in my 20s. I'm not in my teens. I am in my I'm in my mid 30s. So yes, I have to speak to the young ladies out here who are looking at everything on the internet, on this phone, on social media, and thinking that's how to live life, or that's how to go about life. Those small waist booty women that we see, which one of them got rings? Which one of them got rings? Which one of them? Okay, you could call out Cardi B, sure, but which other ones got rings? Which one of them? Yes, they might be chosen by this low vibrational men with money, but which one of them has rings? Everyone is fighting to be a baby mom. That is not the life God put us out here to be. Baby moms. Black women, we're not out here to be baby moms. We're not out here to be people's cum buckets and thinking, I'll keep this kid so I could keep him, I could control him. Take accountability, women. Us keeping his kid is not gonna keep him. Take accountability, women. We keeping the kids is not gonna keep that man, because he's going to move on, and now you attached to a man that you couldn't keep, but he's gonna move on and be happy with another woman and most likely marry her. So now you don't attach yourself to somebody who doesn't want to stay with you or your kids that you guys made, but now you watching him move on with another woman happy. That's torture to yourself. You have to think about that before you become a baby mom and think that's okay. It's not okay to be a baby mom. It's not okay being a baby mom. We need to bring back wives. We need to bring back wives. Wives before kids. Being a wife is what's in. Being a baby mom is played out. It's killing, it's destroying our community, it's destroying our kids, and it's destroying us as women. Being a baby mom is not it, women. We can't keep going on like this. It's not it. That's not what God put us here for, to be baby moms. He put us here to be wives, helpmates, wives, not baby moms. It's better to be a wife and be divorced than be a baby moms. That's not what God put us here for. We making men kids that are not ready to be fathers. Then they leave the kids fatherless. And then they grow up without fathers and the cycle keeps going on. It's time to stop this nonsense. Women, we are queens. We do rule the world. We do bring other humans in this world with the help of the man. But we have a choice to birth them. You don't have to have that man's kid. Stop allowing him to shoot in you. Your body is your temple. Take accountability for what you put in your body. And that also adds in semen. Take accountability for what you put in your body. Because we're the one who's left with the kids that look just like their daddy. We're the ones who's left with the kids that look just like their daddy. And you have to be reminded for the rest of your life that you gave birth to his seed. And the man is not even able to marry you. But he married the next one, though. That's what had happened. He married the next one, though. And you just got to look at, even your daughter look like your baby daddy. You're left with pieces of him. Isn't that madness? Isn't that madness? You don't have to have his kid. He's not going to stay. He's not going to stay. Your mama don't tried it. It didn't work. Because your daddy's not her husband. So it's not going to work for you. Don't have his kids if you don't have a ring on your finger. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm speaking to these young ladies out here. Do not do it. I'm a single mom out here. It's not the life. Don't do it. Do not do it. It's not fun. The struggle is not fun. The struggle is real. But the struggle is not fun, women. Young ladies. The struggle is not fun. Taking accountability about who you lay with. Take accountability on how you start the relationship. Start the relationship. If you want to be married, start the relationship on that note. Ask that man, do you want to be married? Ask that man, what is your time frame for us getting married? And move on in that direction. Once he gives you that time frame, and that time frame is looking good in your book, sis, the max is 2 years. 2 years should be your max. Staying in a relationship before marriage. I heard a year. If a man wants to marry you in under a year, you would get married actually. 2 years might be too long. 2 years might be too long. That might be a saying. 2 years is too long. If a man knows he's going to marry you in a year or under, you will be married. Date with purpose. Date with purpose. Start off your dates with purpose. If you know, don't be afraid to say, I want to be married. Speak that positivity into your life. Take accountability for what you say to yourselves, women, black women, young black women. And if you're in college, women, find a college man in there. Find a college man, not Tyrone off the block. Find Terrence in your class. Find a Terrence in your class. Leave Tyrone on the block alone.